Hello, my name is Sandeep Bansali, and today I am going to tell you what I feel about business evolution. The evolution of business from barter trade to the digital trade. When human beings came into existence, they needed a lot of things. They needed food, water, shelter. And not all human beings had everything. Some human beings had food in excess but had no shelter. Some had clothes in excess but no food. So they decided to exchange. This type of exchange of goods for goods was called barter trade. After human beings were satisfied with whatever they needed, then they wanted a lot of things. And this want superseded the need factor so much that today it drives the world economy. Today, in this era where we are facing the crisis of coronavirus, you look around, you'll see people are buying what they need and they don't buy what they want, and the world economy is collapsing. Well, my point is that need and want together created so much of demand that everybody started collecting, everybody started manufacturing, everybody started warehousing, transporting, and in this way, businesses were born. In this system of barter trading, there were a lot of problems. You always had to look out for people who had what you need in excess. Then that person should be willing to trade with you. Also, to decide the net worth of goods was becoming very difficult. Then somebody very intelligent came up with a unique concept of money. Currency, as we call it. We all know every country has its own currency. So when I travel abroad, I often change my money to the currency of the country I am traveling to. And I often wonder, why is it that every country has its own currency? Why is there value difference in the currency of different countries? Who decides all this? Well, I am no economic expert, but I feel the day people decided to print money, they decided to benchmark it. Let me give you an example. There were two persons, Mr. A, let's call him Mr. America, and Mr. B, let's call him Mr. India. So when Mr. America and Mr. India decided to print money to make their own currencies, they decided to come on a common platform, which is called as benchmarking. So Mr. A, Mr. America had say 100 kgs of gold, and Mr. B, Mr. India also had 100 kgs of gold. What they both did is they gave their gold to the World Bank. And they said, we will print currency, we'll print money in front of this gold which we have deposited with you. Mr. A, Mr. America decided that for 100 kgs of gold, he is going to print, say, 100 notes of $10 each, which is $1,000. At the same time, Mr. B, that is Mr. India, said, for my worth of gold, I am going to print 1000 notes of 10 rupees each. So, for the same amount of gold, Mr. America printed $1,000 and Mr. India printed 10,000 rupees. So you see, there was a proportion created, there was a ratio created. For every dollar of what Mr. America had, it valued for 10 rupees of what Mr. India had. This is why there is difference in currencies. And then trading between these currencies makes the value go up or down. So after invention of money, business started happening very easily and in big quantities. So people who wanted to trade or do business started coming together at a common place. These common places were like the center of the village, or maybe on the school ground, or maybe close to the river. Now these places were called marketplaces. So a marketplace is nothing else but a place where people come together to trade or do business. Now in these marketplaces, sections or zones started coming up. Some traders were doing really well, while some traders were not doing so good. The person who sold his goods at an optimum rate of the best quality started getting repeat customers. And then for the customers to identify the shop, they started putting up something called as the name signs. The trader who did good became well known. The name of his shop was known by everyone. it started getting an identity. And this is where branding began. Today, brands are valued at millions of dollars or maybe billions of dollars. Building a brand looks easy, but takes a lifetime of an effort. For building a brand, you need to have a lot of character. By character, I mean you need to have a lot of patience, you need to have a good product, you need to give good service, you need to maintain your quality over a period of time, or you need to be plain lucky. You need to be at the right time, at the right place, with the right kind of product, and you need to capitalize it in a right way, just like Facebook. Now, when a person went to a marketplace to fulfill his needs or wants, he had to travel to different sections and different zones of the marketplace, which used to take a lot of effort. So somebody thought, why don't I put all these merchandises, maybe in a little smaller quantities, but under one roof? And this led to the birth of superstores or convenience stores. Branding and convenience stores together gave birth to what we call as malls. So malls are nothing but marketplaces where you'll find all kind of superstores and branded stores under one roof. And this is all created for the convenience of customer. Now please note, this word convenience is a very important word. It's a very powerful word. I feel the business evolution that happened only for the convenience of the customer. When human beings needed and wanted things, they started barter trading for their convenience. They started creating shops, marketplaces, superstores, malls, everything for their own convenience. The convenience of sending a fax killed the entire post and courier industry. The convenience of sending an email killed the entire fax industry. Like the convenience of malls killed stores. Evolution is driven by convenience. With time, technology improved. Computers were born, internet was created. Technology, besides being a business in itself, started entering all businesses. Again, for the factor of convenience. With birth of phones, cell phones and smartphones, things changed like never before. And with support from spectrums like 2G, 3G, 4G and now upcoming 5G, things have changed for the best. The communication between devices, the time taken for the data to transfer, and now the capacity for the machines to learn, everything has come into existence. Business has evolved with the help of technology for convenience. Everything is disappearing today. Only the concepts remain. Malls, stores, marketplaces, everything is disappearing. Everything has become virtual. Today, even currency is virtual. We have virtual shops, we have virtual stores, we have virtual marketplaces, we even have virtual schools. Now, it is all digital. It is all inside a machine. This convenience instigated evolution has changed and is furthermore going to change everything about business. Now, nobody wants to travel to buy or sell. Everybody wants to do it at their own convenience, sitting in their own house, relaxing in their own sofas. This digital revolution is unstoppable, unavoidable, and more importantly, more convenient. Remember, if you don't go digital, you'll go obsolete. You'll be finished. This is what I think. Let me know what you think. Hi, I'm Sandeep Bansali and this is my channel. #That's what I think. If you like my content, please subscribe.